We've all been there. You open your fridge, hoping for a refreshing drink, and bam, you're hit with a wall of odor that could knock over a rhinoceros. It's a mix of forgotten leftovers and that science experiment you swore you'd throw out last week. Yeah, I'm talking about fridge funk, that nasty smell that can make even the bravest soul gag. I'm a pretty adventurous eater, but even I have my limits, and that smell? That's way past the limit. I tried everything to fight the odor scrubbing, baking soda, even those fancy air fresheners that promise the world. Nothing seemed to work. The smell always came back, haunting my kitchen like a bad burrito. I was starting to think I'd have to live with the funk forever. But then I stumbled upon a surprising solution: coffee grounds. Coffee, the lifeblood of champions, the fuel of early mornings, and apparently, a fridge deodorizer. I was skeptical, but the internet seemed convinced. People were raving about coffee grounds' ability to absorb bad smells. They claimed it worked wonders on everything from stinky shoes to musty closets. It turns out there's some science behind the hype. Coffee grounds are naturally porous, meaning they have tons of tiny holes that can trap odor molecules. Plus, coffee contains nitrogen compounds that can actually neutralize some of those stinky particles, not just mask them. The internet, as always, was abuzz with DIY solutions. People were putting coffee grounds in bowls, in socks, even taping them to the walls of their fridges. It was time to put this coffee cure to the test. Could it really conquer my fridge funk? For my experiment, I decided to keep things simple. I wanted to see how coffee grounds stacked up against a classic odor-fighting champ baking soda. I mean, baking soda is like the OG of odor control, right? But could coffee grounds dethrone the king? I grabbed 2 identical containers and placed them in the back of my fridge, where the smell seemed to be the strongest. In one container I put a generous layer of freshly ground coffee, in the other, an equal amount of baking soda. Then, I waited and sniffed, and waited some more. Over the next 3 days I checked in on my odor-fighting duo, carefully documenting any changes in the fridge's aroma. Would I be greeted by the sweet scent of coffee, the clean smell of baking soda, or something else entirely? Section 4. The Sniff Test. Day-by-day observations. Day 1. The moment of truth. I cautiously opened the fridge, ready to be blasted by the usual wave of funk. But something was different. The smell wasn't gone, but it was definitely fainter. Both the coffee grounds and the baking soda seemed to be working their magic. Day 2. The fridge was noticeably less offensive. The baking soda side had a clean, neutral scent. The coffee side, however, was a different story. Instead of the strong coffee aroma I was expecting, it just smelled less bad, like the coffee had absorbed the bad smells without replacing them with its own. Interesting. Day 3. The final showdown. The fridge actually smelled good. The baking soda had maintained its neutral scent, while the coffee grounds seemed to have completely absorbed the remaining odors. The fridge wasn't exactly a field of daisies, but compared to the pre-experiment funk, it was a breath of fresh air. Section 5. The verdict. Does coffee grounds really work? So did coffee grounds live up to the hype? In a word, yes. While both coffee grounds and baking soda helped reduce odors, the coffee grounds seemed to be more effective at completely neutralizing the bad smells. The baking soda left a clean scent, but the coffee grounds just made it smell like nothing. And that, my friends, is a victory in the fight against fridge funk. Of course, coffee grounds aren't a magic solution. You still need to clean your fridge regularly and discard expired food. Duh. But as a natural, readily available odor absorber, coffee grounds are a winner in my book. Plus, they're a great way to repurpose those used coffee grounds instead of tossing them in the trash. So, next time you're battling a case of the stinkies, grab some coffee grounds and give them a try. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried this hack and what your experience was. Together, we can defeat bad smells, one coffee ground at a time.